students, welcome to my channel Computer Science Made Easy. This is a tutorial for class 7. In this session, we are going to start second chapter, that is formulas and functions. So, I hope that in your previous class you have learned about basics of MS Excel. Let's again quickly revisit the basics. Introduction to MS Excel. MS Excel is a spreadsheet software which is found in Microsoft package. Now, what is spreadsheet software? Basically, spreadsheet is a type of sheet that shows data in form of rows and columns, right? So, the sheet that appears on the screen when you open MS Excel, that application in your desktop or laptop, that sheet is called as a spreadsheet. This software enables us to create data in a tabular form where I can apply various calculations on that data. So with the help of this software, I can create a data in form of a table. It is not only creating data, but I can also apply various calculation on that data, right? So let's see what are the various elements of this spreadsheet. Now see this. This is a spreadsheet which displays when you open an MS Excel application. Now here, first of all, let's see this. This is a row heading, means the numbers that you can see on the left hand side, 1 2 3 4 up to so on, these are a row. This consists of a row, means one means the full this horizontal line, this is one row, this second means second row, and so on. So the numbers that are provided on the left hand side are called as row headings, and these are column headings. The alphabets that you can see on the top means one column means this vertical column. So this vertical column is a column heading A, B, C, D, and so on, right? And now next is cell. The most important concept is cell. A cell is an intersection of a row and column. Each cell has a unique address. I have selected the cell. So the heavy border around the selected cell is called cell pointer. And here the selected cell is A1. A1. In your previous class you might have learned how the address of a cell is calculated. So this cell is A1, this is A2, this cell is D4, and so on. Next element is name box. Name box displays cell address of the active cell. Here which cell is active? A1. So here what you can see? A1, right? Next component is formula bar. This is a formula bar where you can see information of a cell that is being entered. Whatever information you are going to enter in various cells, you can see the information here also. There is no information in the cell, so it is also not displaying any type of information, right? Now, one of the important feature of Excel is to perform calculations either using formula or functions. Now, what is a formula? Formula, it is a user defined instructions to perform calculation. Means as a user I'm going to enter some data. Now I want to perform various calculation on that data. What I'm going to do, I'm going to write down some instructions, or I'm going to define some instructions, and those instructions that software will follow and process the instructions and give me the result of those calculations. That instruction which I'm going to define in a spreadsheet is called as a formula. So now let's see. Basically, formula is an expression that includes cell address, number, parenthesis, arithmetic operators, and functions. Let's see an example of a formula and what are its elements. This is how we are going to write a formula. Now see how I have written: equal to A2 plus B2 plus C2 minus 7 plus sum in parenthesis E3 double colon E5. Let's learn what the formula is consist of. Now remember one thing, that formula must begin with the equal to sign. Any formula that you are going to define as an instruction to perform calculation, that formula always starts with the equal to symbol. Now next is, can you see A2, B2, C2, E3, E5? We have just learned all these are the cell addresses. All these are called as a cell addresses. Next, plus, minus, all these are the mathematical operator, means these operators, I want to apply these operators upon my data. So these are the mathematical operators. Next is 7. Now 7 is a constant. Can I change the value of 7? No. So 7 is a constant. Next is, can you see this inside the parenthesis E3 double colon E5? This is called as a range. We will learn some more concepts about range further in the chapter. Just right now you should know what is this called as. This is a range, and this is function. This is a function. For the time being, you should know what does formula consist of. So a formula consists of equal to symbol, mathematical operator, function, range, cell address, and constant. Let's learn about what does all these components means. Elements of a formula. The very first element of a formula is reference. Now it is an address of a cell or range of cells that you want to include in your calculation. Now reference, basically it is, reference means address. So you want to perform calculation upon your data, and where you are going to enter your data in the cell, so that cell, and how you are going to refer to that cell with its address. So what is the necessary thing that we want to include while writing a formula? Reference. So it is an address of a cell or range of cells that you want to include in your calculation. Next is operators. Symbol that specify the operation to be performed, like plus, minus, divide, multiply, exponent. All these operators I can use in my formula. Next is constants. Constants means the value that do not change. Now constant, here in our example I have taken 7. Now it can be either a text or a number. We will learn how can we write a formula in which includes text value as well, right? Next is functions. These are the predefined formulas in Excel. MS Excel comes up with certain formulas that are built, that are already built inside the software. So those formulas are called as functions. Clear? We will learn about this later on. So let's see this. If I say to perform addition, if I ask you to add two numbers, at least how many numbers you are required to perform addition? At least two. Similarly, in the here also, in order to write any formula, how many cell addresses you want? At least two, right? So since we need at least two cell references to perform calculation, we can say that formula establishes relationship between two or more cells. Using this software, you can perform simple as well as complex calculations. So let's see how to create a basic formula. Involves basic formula involves only one type of operator in it, right? So let's create a formula to calculate a sum using cell address. Now for example, I want to, if I say that calculate the total income of person A, so that will be, suppose I have entered the data in cell B, so it will be B2 plus B3 plus B4 plus B5. So is there any other operator that I have used? No, only one type of operator has been used. So this is an example of a basic formula. Let's see this in a software, how to do this. Students, as you can see, I have just opened a software, MS Excel. This is a spreadsheet. I have already created data in order to perform basic calculations. Here I have created a data for monthly salary of an employee. So here I have entered the months, 6 months, and salary of that employee for the 6 months. Here I want to calculate the total salary of the person for 6 months. Just implement the formula, the basic formula. It will be what we are going to start our formula with equal to sign. After that, what is a cell address? It is B3. So it will be, so I'm going to write as B3. See, as soon as I'm going to write the cell address here, that cell is selected, right? After that, plus, write down the operator, B4 plus B5 plus B6 plus B7 plus B8. Since now all my cells are selected, press enter. After writing the formula, just press enter. Now here you can see the total. So this is the total for an employee. The next concept is compound formula. Now we have learned how to create a basic formula. Now we will see what is compound formula and how to do calculations with the compound formula. Now compound formula are used when more than one type of operator is required to perform calculations. Let's say I have an example. Suppose I want to calculate simple interest. So now what is a formula for simple interest? Principal multiplied by rate multiplied by time divide by 100. So how many operators are involved in this calculation? One is multiplication and other is division. So how many types of operators are involved? More than one type. Two types are required in order to perform single calculation. So such formulas which need more than two type of operator comes under compound formula. Let's see how can we use compound formula. Let's see how can we implement the concept of compound formula in the MS Excel spreadsheet. I have already created a data where I have written a principal amount, rate of interest, and time period is of 3 years. And the formula for calculating simple interest is PRT upon 100. That is my formula. So now let's implement this. Now here, what are we going to write? We are going to start our formula with equal to sign. After that, P. P, what is the value of principal over here? 50,000. And the data is in which cell? B4. So I'm going to write B4. See, my cell has been selected here. After that, put multiplication sign. Rate is in cell B6. So my next cell is B6. Again, multiply it by B8 and divide this and divide this by 100 and press enter. You can see that my simple interest is 75 rupees. Please subscribe it, share with your friends and press the bell icon for the latest updates.